You'll find the hottest and latest trends in affordable luxury and suburban streetwear at Avenue Black in the Deptford Mall. Their in-house designs, Avenue Black, Urbane, and designed by Charles J., have seen a significant rise in notoriety. Rocked by everyone from Swizz Beatz to Paige Hurd and Romeo Miller, you'll love the affordable high-end boutique store that houses all the best designs, edgy styles, and limited editions at Avenue Black.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
Outlet pass. Numbers. Here we go. Bang!
800 strong are expected here tonight in Camden. Welcome to the High. It is Camden basketball here on BFA as they take on Woodrow Wilson. It's a battle of the cats here tonight on BFA. I'm Chris Lozzi along with Coffee Jones. They say here in Camden that Woodrow Wilson basketball has become relevant again. 7-game winning streak after dropping their opener. They're 7-1. Tonight, we find out just how relevant they are against the nationally powered Camden Panthers.
Formerly the #1 ranked team in the country, still the top team in the state of New Jersey, according to a lot of different polls. You got the All-American DJ Wagner, you got the Super 60 Junior and Aaron Bradshaw. There's a lot of talent on this Camden side, but I'm interested to see what Wilson brings because they got some athletes as well.
And we talked about them in the pregame tonight off camera about the athletes, and they distribute. They don't rely on just one person. Who do you signal out tonight on that roster?
On the other side, when you're looking at the Wilson team, they've got some football players. You know, I love to see that can play basketball, that can hoop. Will Love, he's a forward. He's a sophomore. There's many Power 5 offers. I heard Texas A&M, Boston College. You see some fans are in the building. There's some scouts here to see him for the football player that he is. You know he's a phenomenal athlete. Can he handle this pressure defense of the Camden High Panthers?
Big-time high school basketball tonight in Camden. Again, a battle of the cats. It's the Panthers and it's the Tigers, and it's coming up next on BFA. When it flows. It flows. It flows.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
The atmosphere is electric, dare I say it, Coffee, as we welcome you back to DeJuan Wagner Court here on the campus of the High, Camden High School. We want to welcome our sponsors tonight, of course, RK Chevrolet, Vineland, Subaru, and Kia. And we have a new sponsor tonight also, Avenue Black. Stand out in style with some of the hottest suburban streetwear and fashionable designs at Avenue Black in the Deptford Mall. Collections from Urbane, designs by Charles J. and more will have you looking like the MVP before and after the game. Coffee's on his way there now. Shop in the store or online at avenueblack.shop.
Well, you're right. Avenue Black does have some nice stuff, Chris. My first question was, do they make 3X and 4X? So I was happy about that. So we're good to go. I'll be sporting my gear soon.
Also, Sunrun Solar, our proud sponsor tonight. As you look at the Camden Panthers, this is going to be exciting. I've been looking forward to this one for a while.
Excited to have fans back in. They haven't been in the building since we had the opening game here in this building. DeJuan Wagner Court against Roselle Catholic. Fans are back in it. I don't want to play favorites, Chris, but I kind of missed that home of the Braves that we get back in the fall. Shout out to all of our friends back in Williamstown.
We're in negotiations. Don't worry about that. But I'll tell you, it's really nice, as you mentioned before, to have regular fans. Not to say that the parents weren't, and it's a packed house tonight. So with that, we turn to our public address announcer here in Camden. They are the starting lineups tonight, presented by RK Chevrolet. It'll be 4 guards starting for the Tigers.
James and Joxier Proctor, a couple of the guards, 2 brothers. They're going to have to deal with this full court pressure, Camden. I'm interested to see, just talking pregame to Coach Brunson about the Camden Panthers, about the so-called rivalry between these 2 schools. And look, to my understanding, a lot of people talk about this has been mostly a football rivalry. We got, special guest is going to join us in a little bit from the Wilson side, but the football team has played a lot tougher from Wilson against Camden as the basketball team as of late, and they got a tough task ahead against the top team in the state.
Get ready to start this one tonight. Packed house tonight in Camden. The officials tonight, Lloyd Vessels. He is the referee. Landris Lewis, and Bill Edelman. And it was very nice of Mr. Vessels to say, are you ready to go? And we are tonight. Hope you enjoy it tonight on BFA. Camden with the opening tap, and this is Sion Medley. Out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Panthers. And the Tigers are well represented behind their bench with the fans.
Wouldn't be surprised. I mean, both of these schools from the inner city of Camden. A lot of these kids know each other. A lot of families played against each other. Rivalries never die, no matter how one-sided they may have been in the last few years.
Those are some great words right there. They never die. Bad pass. And back we go. And it'll be the Tigers' first possession following the turnover.
Well, we're going to have to turn the ball over. And you see right now, Camden's decided to go a little bit of full court pressure. Picking up right now with that trap.
Zoe Holman, and that, could have been a backcourt violation, but not called. Meanwhile, there's Proctor, and gets the Tigers on the board.
It's a quick bucket out of the gate, and you know what? Wilson's not going to back down. 2-2-1 press, full court from them on the other side for the Tigers.
Full court early on. I wonder what message that sends, especially. There's Bradshaw up and high he goes.
Listen, if you gamble and you lose, you're going to pay big time. Somebody's going to get their head dunked on. You can see Bradshaw right there with the strong finish.
Proctor again had to alter his shot, but hangs and scores.
Look at the athleticism. We talked about it. Hamilton comes in, knocks down that shot. DJ Wagner thought he had a block. He hung in the air, and that's a wide open shot for an All-American.
Wagner misses his first. On the floor goes Bradshaw, and we've got a jump ball. Boy, I'll tell you, the atmosphere is electric tonight.
I definitely enjoyed the cheerleaders are screaming, the Wilson High fans.
And the cheerleaders on both sides. This is good stuff. It'll be Proctor with the inbound. A minute and a half gone tonight. 4-2 the visitors. Live on BFA. That's Holman getting across half court. Immediately the double team came, and there's the turnover. Elijah Perkins, his first attempt is no good, and a one and done, and the Tigers pull it back down.
Man-to-man defense, you see how far out on the floor Camden's going to extend you. When you got your power forward, 5-second call. Good on-the-ball defense by Elijah Perkins.
By Elijah Perkins, that's right. The 5-second call coming. Coach Kenneth Avent. And there is Rick Brunson as they duel tonight for Camden bragging rights. And official Bill Edelman has asked Aaron Bradshaw to clean up his uniform. Here we go. That is Medley. Haskins. Medley, whistle, and a foul the other way.
Yeah, he gets called for the walk. He should have pulled the jump shot off the swing from the top of the key to the wing from DJ Wagner. But he moves the foot before he puts the ball down.
You barely see what was going on. It was a traveling violation. Early on, 4-2, full court, the Coffee mentioned, and Holman gets out of it. But another turnover. Wagner finds Medley in the middle. But he lost control, and back the other way we go. And get ready, we're going to do it all night. And we've got a foul called underneath as Velez drives to the basket.
Well, 3 turnovers. I would want to say uncharacteristic for this Camden High team, but we had a game earlier this week where they had 7 turnovers in the first half. Sion Medley in this offense has to slow down the pace, control themselves when they have the ball, don't give away easy possessions.
6'6" senior. Jeray Velez, and he misses the first one. We call him Big V, actually. He'll get another.
Missed free throws in a close game. If you're going to play championship type of basketball, if you're going to knock off your upset, you got to be willing to make your free throws.
1 out of 2. And the lead is now up to 3. Breaking the full court is Medley with ease, and we get into the front for Camden. This is DJ Wagner again. And he's on the board.
Can't say it wouldn't take long for DJ to get on the board to score as they get another turnover for Camden.
Medley and count it.
Both teams 3 turnovers in this first quarter. And see our Medley, a little bit of frustration, pushing and shoving between the teammates.
Heads up now. Now, you know you want to bring your A game, and the intensity is at a high level, but we can't have that. And we're going to go to the bench for Kenny Avent. It's Adrian Wolishin, 21, into the game.
I love it. I love the competitiveness. A lot of history, a lot of legacy in all sports, not just basketball, for both of these schools in the entire state of New Jersey and the city of Camden.
Holman gets through the press. Medley got a piece of it, and they're going to say it's off of Camden. The Tigers will keep possession. 7-5 our score tonight.
There he walked.
Yes, he did. Travel violation.
Yeah, and that's because of the length of a guy like Bradshaw. He knows he can go up and block some shots, so you kind of hesitate when you get close to the rim. And the feet moved again. 4th turnover for Wilson.
Just over 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Panthers by a basket here at the high. BFA Sports is here, the whole crew. Chris Losey and Coffee Jones with you tonight. Wagner from way out. He's got 5. His first 3-pointer of the night. And the lead is 5.
Don't get him started. You've seen him go on 7-0 runs by himself. Oh, great reverse finish. You got to finish that.
Velez on a nice feed from Holman, but the ball will stay with Wilson.
Great job. They caught Bradshaw up high into pressure. You get the ball behind him to that back line. There's no shot blocker. He had a layup right at the rim.
That's Elijah Smith working with Proctor. Open in the corner, and that jumper from Velez is short, and a floorboard for Camden. It was Perkins, and there's Wagner, and the left hand doesn't go. The tap from Bradshaw doesn't go. And Wolishin's got a rebound for the Tigers, and they run out. Down to 4 minutes to go. Smith can't get it. Wolishin turning in the paint, and he traveled. You know, we got a lot of intel tonight, you know, and it was great to get our Woodrow Wilson scoop, if you will.
Yes, sir.
And we're fortunate enough to have their football coach, but also he is Woodrow Wilson, as far as we're concerned, for tonight. Brandon Baird. Brandon, how you doing?
Man, I cannot complain, man. It's a great day for basketball in the city of Camden. My toes are tingling. This is great.
Well, Coach, I'm happy to have. I know some of your football players are out here. You got some college scouts coming to watch your football guys play basketball. Just talk to me a little bit just about Will Love, what he's meant for your team, and the run you guys made in the football field.
Hey, man, that guy is an up-and-coming star, man. Great kid, works hard. 2-point shot from the corner right there, rebound, Tigers. My bad. Go ahead, Coach. I don't want nobody to miss it.
No, keep going.
I
want to ask you, as a football coach, aren't you just a little bit, your heart skipping a beat and make sure these kids don't get hurt? And we got a jump ball called there.
I'm a big, play as many sports as you can.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't heard many coaches say that, Coffee. How about you?
Well, it depends on who the star is. I'm pretty sure, the Camden High coaches don't want DJ coming out there playing corner, tackling some of Wilson running backs.
Really love playing basketball, track, everything. He's doing it
What
all.
position is he on the football field?
He played freshman year. He started at corner. Then he was a safety. Now he's a linebacker. So wide receiver linebacker.
That's a reach-in foul from
I don't know about
Landers
that call.
Lewis.
It's like a little wild. Everybody got to tone down a little bit. Getting real sloppy.
James Proctor was so excited to come back into the game, he forgot to report at the table.
That's a good kid too. James Proctor, senior guy. You count on buckets from him. Doesn't have nothing now.
4 guards in the starting lineup for the Tigers. 5-point lead for Camden. Another whistle. And a foul is called, and this one could be on J.C. Proctor. No.
No charge.
It's
offensive.
a charge?
Yeah.
It's on Haskins.
Great job by J.C. Proctor. Look, he got into a little bit of arguing match with DJ Wagner, the All-American, at the foul line, and he stood his ground. Great defense there to force another turnover.
Ooh, nice tip right there.
Now Wilson having an issue with the full court, but they do get across. That's Proctor reversing and scoring.
Oh, the senior.
Didn't you say James would come in and get a bucket?
Haskins the other way, and count it.
Baby. The outlet pass straight up the court. I thought he was going to dunk it, Coach. I thought he was coming left-handed.
When you talk about this Camden team, well, both of these teams, Chris, you've seen it. Coach Bather, you've seen it. They pressure the ball. So if you get the ball up past the pressure, you get the ball to the half court, you can get some breakaway opportunities. Camden gets the and one there.
You are talking about a John Chaney disciple, so the words are ball pressure. And Rick Brunson
The word is if
employs it to the max. Pedal to the metal from start to finish. Elijah Smith has it for the Tigers. They trail by 6. Holman with the drive, and it was partially deflected. Medley's going to catch up to it, and we've got a foul called. And on the way up, says Lloyd Vessels, a 2-shot foul.
Looked like Sion, he wasn't going up. He was going to try to Euro step and hop through. The referee caught him on the way up, and in full speed, I can see Sion smiling right there because he just stole 2 free throws. He's not going to give them back.
I'm glad you said it and not me. I don't want anybody to think,
that you're over. I'll be objective here.
Coach Avent now is letting the officials know that he doesn't agree with that.
5 fouls to 2.
And here's Will Love, Coach.
There he is, They had him on the bench, had to get him ready. He comes better off the bench, Young guy, sophomore, still young.
Her Boston College, Texas A&M, a couple of the big Power 5 programs are here to see him.
First rebound of the day.
From Love.
Yes, sir.
And we've got full court 3 in the backcourt, Coffee. And they get a 10-second violation.
That was quick, Coach. That was quick.
Yeah.
Coffee.
I had to look up and check what the scoreboard clock said.
And
but
that's
right now,
how you officiate it, too. You could say all those chopping that you want.
Yep.
If you look at the clock when the inbound is, subtract 10. If they're not across the line, you got a violation.
Every time.
Camden up by 7, 2.5 to go here in the first quarter tonight on BFA.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it, Coach?
Sion Medley.
Wagner. Ooh, Wagner. Nice ball screen.
Wagner, another whistle,
screen
and
call
this is an
right
offensive
there.
foul.
Good call.
hey, what I talk about, the ball pressure. Both of these teams are great on the ball. There's a lot of athletes that you'll find
Look
here
at the athletes,
in Camden.
bro.
Yes.
Look at them.
I see you're probably scouting some of these point guards and guards playing your defensive backfield. I see the feet moving from these guys.
Coach Avent on the Wilson sideline. And the offensive foul was on Deshair Haskins.
A lot of trash talking going on out here.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
Bragging rights and much more at stake. These are divisional rivals in the Olympic National. Get that out of there. Says Rasheer Fleming into the ball game, and now Wagner has to pull up. Lost the handle, but Medley was there to get it. 2 minutes left. Medley to the middle and running out of room. His layup was short, out of bounds. It'll go to the Tigers.
Good move, though.
Yeah, Sion Medley can get to the cup with the best of them. Defensive ball pressure by Smith, forced to miss layup. Here we go with that press defense, broken easily.
Holman right through it. But then when he went underneath, he had it knocked away. Tigers will keep it.
Holman's their leading scorer, one of the top scorers in South Jersey. Close to 20 points per game. The young fella's putting up.
Those guys out east got some hoopers now, Coach. There's some hoopers out east. You can see it. High flying, athletic, can handle the ball. This is a great day. Best basketball game of the year.
I am not going to deny you on that. This is an electric crowd. They let the fans back in the building, and you can see every possession is intensified.
This is Proctor spinning on Medley, lost possession. The ball is on the floor. They're going to scramble for it, and it's a jump ball, and the possession will stay with Wilson. That's the third tie-up in this first quarter. Minute 20 to go.
They better.
And a 7-point lead for the Panthers.
To the big man. This is a nice matchup right here. One good guard play, illegal screen.
Oh,
Going the other way.
They call it illegal screen, right?
yeah. Good
They
call.
are on top of it tonight.
At least the referees are being consistent. You get the illegal screen call on the Camden side. Now you get one on the Wilson side.
Yeah, I'm working, Coach.
So substitution.
I like 23. This kid right here coming in.
Yeah,
Julius
Robinson.
Robinson. He plays above the rim, too.
I tell people he's got a football body. I wouldn't be surprised for some of these coaches coming here to see Will Love. Look at him like, who's 23?
Exactly. I don't know if has he got the football mindset, you think?
We'll see. I mean, on the basketball court, he plays tough.
Does he play physical?
It's a difference, but he does play physical. I can see him as a pass rusher, a tight end.
Tigers in his zone. Switched his zone, Coach.
Wagner gives it up with a minute to go. Perkins, floater no good. Rebound, Bradshaw. The left-hander, Haskins, hits a three from the corner.
Bashir Haskins' first offensive rebound by Camden results in the 3 points.
And foul is called on Haskins on the reach-in. I will tell you the officials are calling an awful lot tonight. I'm not saying it's good, I'm not saying it's bad, but that's the 10th foul whistled in the first quarter.
Yeah, 6 on the Wilson side and 4 on the Camden side, so it's not too skewed one way or another.
No doubt.
I don't think it's been a foul, too, that we would debate.
Yeah.
I think everything they've called was
I would agree with that one.
Sometimes you see stuff and you're like, wow. Like, look, this is good guard play. Nobody, he had hands on, it's physical. He's letting them play. You got to be tough, man. It's Camden basketball.
That was Holman missing that. Rebound from Bradshaw.
Nice outlet. Oh, travel.
Perkins did not walk.
Almost.
Says the officials.
My bad.
And Wagner in control with 25 seconds left in the quarter. DJ will fire the three and gets right in the face of Jasir Proctor. And Camden is up now by 13, out of bounds. And the ball will stay with the Tigers. But we just witnessed what should have been a technical foul.
I agree with you on that. You get a little star treatment. You get the All-American treatment on DJ Wagner. But as soon as he made that shot, he turned and said something right to Proctor. And the referees were a little generous letting them go there.
8 seconds. Love got it off the glass.
There's your guy. Who said football players can't hoop? It wasn't me.
Hey, man, did you see that play, Coach?
I saw your guy.
Nice catch, nice elevation over the 7-footer off the top of the glass.
Can't believe he's in 10th grade. You got 2 more years with him.
Don't tell anybody.
Bill Edelman had a call, and we don't know what it was.
I think it was a delayed game. I think he was tapping to make. I think somebody hit the ball when it came out the net.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be. Then it would be on. Wollerson then. Okay. 3 seconds. Wagner in the middle. Robinson at the buzzer. No good, but Camden out and running early. And after one tonight, they lead by 11. It's 20-9. The Panthers here at the High on BFA.
You'll find the hottest and latest trends in affordable luxury and suburban streetwear at Avenue Black in the Deptford Mall. Their in-house designs, Avenue Black, Urbane, and designed by Charles J., have seen a significant rise in notoriety. Rocked by everyone from Swizz Beatz to Paige Hurd and Romeo Miller, you'll love the affordable high-end boutique store that houses all the best designs, edgy styles, and limited editions at Avenue Black.
Welcome back to Camden, everybody. BFA Sports coverage of Camden High basketball tonight. Packed house, and it's 20-9 after one quarter. Chris Losey with Coffee Jones. And, oh man, I'll tell you what, I'm having a lot of fun. Brandon, babe, I'm having a good time, babe.
Hey, man, I appreciate you guys having me on, man.
We are no stranger to a three-man booth, so don't worry about that. Coffee will tell you that.
We have a lot of fun. Bo Bell, we've had a lot of people have some fun with us.
Observations, Coffee, first quarter.
I like the intensity from the other side, from Wilson. They're trying to pull off the upset, one of the top teams in the country. You have to match their intensity. The crowd is involved in it. They haven't got enough shots up. 6 turnovers for Wilson in the first quarter. That's what's cost them this 11-point deficit.
And that Camden defense, it'll hold you sometimes. The length, you're not really trusting your, you know what I'm saying? So once they get a little confident, they'll start to get some more shots up and hopefully, try to bring the game closer. 9-point swing right here. Let's see, coming out second quarter.
Wagner's got 7 of Camden's 20.
Oh, nice defense there.
Yeah, he pushed it way off. Look at you got a big man catching the ball at the three-point line.
Bradshaw had to give it up.
Off the bench.
3 no good from Fleming. Tap no good from Bradshaw. But again, the Panthers, they're going to get their chances. They're playing above the rim.
Half court.
Good job by the big fella, Wollerson. Just pushing the 7-footer all the way out to the three-point line on that catch.
Big switch right here, Coach. Half-court defense.
Yeah, they're going to go with that half-court trap. They're going to get the ball. You see the length when you got a guy like Fleming at 6'10", at the top of that zone.
In the corner, the open 3 is good.
And that's the
from
thing.
Proctor.
These Tigers can shoot it, Coach. He's going to get out of it.
And I think we're going to get a technical foul.
Gave a warning.
Or is it a delay of game warning? Nope, it's a technical foul.
No, he just teed up the – I think he just teed up the Camden High coach.
Let's see who got it.
Second delay of game.
That was the second delay of game. You're right, okay.
So if they called a delay of game, then that was on 21. Wollerson got the first delay of game. He's got it again. And
no,
I
don't think it was him. It was 21?
Well, the first one was, and he just flashed 21. Lloyd, 2 delay of games, 21 both. All right, we just got confirmation, both on 21, both delay of games. And the problem is you want to set up your press. So after you score, you grab that ball. That's a no-no. Wagner has one more for the technical foul.
He missed that one, didn't he?
Yeah. One of my one of my teammates playing pickup basketball, they hate when I do it. You get the ball out of the rim, and you kind of tap it a little bit so they can't inbound it. Surprisingly, the All-American misses 2 easy free throws.
That's a vet move.
Exactly.
That's a vet move. Knock the ball out. So
especially for a big fella like Wollerson. You need some time to get back on defense.
Hey, you can go all the way back to 1985 when Villanova was about to squeeze Georgetown, and Patrick Ewing with 7 seconds bats the ball all the way out. And do you remember that? And they actually stopped the clock. And we have a 30-second timeout now on the floor. So, again, we want to remind you we got a brand-new sponsor here at BFA Sports coverage of Camden High basketball. They are Avenue Black in the Deptford Mall. Stand out in style with some of the hottest suburban streetwear and fashionable designs at Avenue Black. I'll tell you, that sounds good, too. You wearing your Avenue, babe?
Yes, man.
I would like that.
Of course.
Got collections from Urbane, designs by Charles J., and more. We'll have you looking like that MVP. The all-airport look, Get off that plane, you'll look like $1 million. Get on the court, not so much. Shop in at the store at the Deptford Mall or online at avenueblack.shop. Welcome Avenue Black to our advertising world of BFA and our very, very great thanks. So now we've got Lloyd Vessels going to the table, and he's explaining that it was a technical foul, which is also a personal foul on Wollerson. So Adrian Wollerson, the 6'4" senior, listed as a guard, but he's more of the big man down low. 2 delays of game, if you will, and hence that is the technical foul. Wagner cleared out, it's open, and he got it.
There's got to be rules off defensively. And DJ Wagner, you cannot go under the screen on him.
No,
you got to go over the screen, switch it or trap it, get the ball out of his hand. He's too talented.
Using the pick, Elijah Smith blocked. And you know Bradshaw's going to do it.
Yeah, he's going to go after everything. Big fella.
Sub, we got a sub at the table. Proctor coming in. The only way the Tigers getting back in is from these two seniors, the twins. Knocking down open shots, I'm telling you. It's coming, 2 and 3. That's how they're getting the layups at the basket. He's 7 feet, Coach.
Rick Brunson on the Camden sideline, doing what he does best. That's Lewis getting out of there, and a whistle and a foul is called. And that is number 5 on Camden.
Four true guards this time. You got a small forward in. See if we get some open shots.
Yeah, they got to beat that press and try to get the ball into the wings and the corners, get some open looks.
That was a starting lineup, and Holman
Nice.
got Robinson in the air, and he'll go to the free throw line. And another team foul on Camden. The next one will put Wilson on the free throw line.
That's a great cut right there by the Holman there. Getting a nice cut, cutting hard, getting open, drawing a foul. You got shot blockers, you got a shot fake, Coach.
That's right.
Free throw shooter right here, too. Big toe. You talked free throws earlier, first quarter, right? Big free throws here.
Zoe Holman. Look at the senior. 4 guards in the starting lineup, and we both talked about that. And Coffey mentioned that speed was necessary to break through the press. And then, of course, you said also, Brandon, natural guards, too.
Yeah, he can handle it, be long, not be, pressured by the length. You got to be confident with your dribble against Camden.
Holman's second one.
Big free throws right there to keep it close. 9-point game. See what the Tigers can do, Coach.
6.5 to go. Bradshaw had it knocked away, and then Proctor had it knocked away, and it's going to say off of Bradshaw. And Wilson will keep it.
Nice defense right there. James Proctor coming from the back on the double team on the big fella. Poked it out. Tigers beating the press again.
Underneath.
Willie Love with the travel. Not a bad move. Got to, sweep the ball low.
Yeah, you got to understand where your guys are. He had a wide open shooter in the corner. If you're going to pump fake on the shot block, just skip it to the corner, get that wide open shot. When you beat the press, you should get wide open layups or threes. 7 turnovers in the first half for Wilson.
Turnover.
Medley backing in. And again, more pressure. And a 5-second call. And more trash talk.
Yes,
and we're
sir.
right here stationed
Yes,
at courtside. We got a front row seat for all the trash talking going on tonight.
Listen, man, there's not a seat left in this house. This is what you love to see right here in Camden, man. Great basketball, athletes, the intensity, the crowd, the community. This is great.
So this is what it's all about tonight. They get through the half court. And that was Love driving, missed it. Offensive board, blocked. Panthers go the other way. Perkins to the middle, fakes the pass up high off the glass. No, but he'll go to the line, and that is foul number 9 for the Tigers.
Coach, that's a tough call right there. That's a tough one. We got replay?
We got everything here tonight.
Oh, we got to check that one. Good thought. You got to make him earn it, though. If he's going to go to the hole, you got to make him make the free throws. So,
what I'm hearing, Elijah Perkins might have the highest vertical in the gym right now.
Have you seen Willie Love, Coach?
That's what I've heard.
You haven't seen Willie Love. No, but you're probably right. 5 is a player, man. I like him. Solid. He's smooth. He's got some athleticism. Second free throw. Missed the first one.
Senior as well. 1 out of 2 for Perkins. We're under 6 minutes to play here in the second quarter. And it's a 10-point lead. Elijah Smith can't get through the double team, and a foul is called.
Kick ball. They called a kick.
Or is it a kick ball?
Yeah. It was a kick because DJ Wagner thought he was going to get a breakaway dunk on that one.
Coach Avent still working on the officials. He wanted a foul.
You got to stick up for your guys.
Which would put Wilson on the free throw line. 5.5 on the clock. Ball underneath, scrambling. Love comes away with it. but couldn't convert, and the foul is called on the floor, and we are now going to send Wilson to the line.
Yeah.
16 fouls, 1-6 in 13 minutes of basketball.
And what would you expect, Chris? You know, with the way these teams play aggressively, with the athletes they have on the floor, they're going to get up in your face, full court pressure. They're going to be reaching, scrapping for the ball. Referees are calling it tight.
Got to make free throws, Coach. That's how you want to stay in it right here. Willie Love, not a bad free throw shooter, left-handed jumper. Now the referees, oh my goodness, what's going on, Coach?
No, they got the right guy on the line, or the right guy with the foul. They got the right guy on the line. Coach Avent didn't think so.
No, I think he was trying to get another shooter up there, but Will can shoot. I think that was a nice try. Nice try. He wanted one of the twins to shoot.
Love too strong. Cornelius Robinson has got a rebound for the Panthers. Up by 10. Ticking down the 5 minutes left until halftime tonight. This is DJ Wagner taking on everybody. No look, no. Follow is good from Bradshaw.
4 points for Bradshaw.
Proctor got Bradshaw in the air, and he'll go to the line.
Almost. We got, like you said, they're in the bonus. 17 team fouls called combined. Use your pump fakes. You know the shot blocker's going to go after it. That's at least a second foul on Bradshaw.
And when you get on the free throw line, Coach, the clock stops.
Yes, sir.
You can put points up without losing time.
Great
and being able to
point.
stay in it.
BFA Steve Westcott and I talk about that all the time. Team that's behind, there's no better way than to come back in it. But you got to make them.
You got to make them, Coach. That's 3 in a row that the Tigers have missed. But still early. Can't let it get away, but got to make these free throws.
One more for Proctor. Which one's older, James or Jasir?
I would say James. I'm not sure, though. I don't want to give you the wrong answer on that one.
Are they twins?
Yes, sir. They are twins.
Okay, so you're talking about minutes, right?
Yeah, that's why I said it.
5 minutes to go, and it is an 11-point game. Look at Medley with a reverse. And that'll bring the crowd to their feet behind the basket. Cyan's got 6.
There we go.
3. Proctor nailed it.
Staying in the game, the twins, I'm telling you.
A smart man once said the Proctor twins, they beat the press with James, and Jasir hits down the corner 3.
Listen, those kids got a great story, man. Finally having a good career their senior year. The 4 years of losing.
Perkins missed everything, but Robinson follows with an easy basket.
3 offensive rebounds have all led to points. 7 second chance points for Camden.
Jasir Proctor had to put the brakes on at half court. Now he kicks it out.
Great pass.
Good ball movement. Holman's 3 too strong. Rebound out of bounds, and the Tigers keep it. It was off of Camden.
Great pass by James Proctor, getting that open 3 to pass up a good shot for a great shot. He just didn't knock it down.
Timeout call.
And we got a timeout taken by the Tigers. And we'll take it with them. 12-point lead for the Panthers. Back with more here on BFA.
It's so easy. They basically said, look, you can get a no money down lease. Sunrun comes in, puts in the panels, puts in the batteries, takes care of everything. And the price that you pay for your electricity is going to end up being cheaper than what you're going to get from the utility. So to my mind, it's a no-brainer. I actually can't wait to go out and tell my friends about this.
The best drive of the game is always the ride home in a brand new or certified ride from our friends at the RK Auto Group in Vineland. Visit the championship RK Chevrolet Kia Subaru team with a quick trip to Delsey Drive in Vineland, or jump online to check out their inventory at www.rkautogroup.com. That's RK Chevrolet Kia in Subaru. Presenting sponsor tonight of Camden High basketball, live here on BFA Sports. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, the crew here tonight. Special guest, Woodrow Wilson's own Brandon Bather, by way of Tennessee, babe.
That's right, Nashville, Tennessee. Now I'm a Camden native. Imagine that.
Former colleague of mine, NFL Films.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, that's how he got the gig.
Yeah, man. Yeah, look, we know some people, man.
Who knows some people?
Working with Ron Jaworski, Sean Coffey, Barrett Brooks.
The squad.
Velez thought about it and pulled it back. The screen out top, and we got a foul called, and it's against Woodrow Wilson.
Yeah, moving screen is what they call it. I'm not sure. The referee points out 1-3.
It is.
For the screen.
It was a dribble handoff.
Now, if you're moving, though, you have to understand, and I tell all the time when I call moving screen, you get to a spot. You don't get to a player. You get to the spot.
Right. You're right.
Non-shooting foul because it was an offense, but that is a foul and an easy one on Elijah Smith.
And now we're in the double bonus. That's going to be 2 free throws.
That's another one. 2 hands on a player, automatic, coach.
Yeah, I've seen the 1 hand check is being let go. If you put 2 hands as a defender, they're going to call it.
And I'm in the book where I'm going to be saying to the kids first, no hands. I'm going to give you an opportunity to get your hands off. So then those coaches here, then they say, hey, look, he told you, get your hands off him.
I think what is the ref? What? The ref?
What's he got now?
He's sitting everybody down.
Well, I don't think he sat Coach Avent down.
I seen him say both of the coaches kind of get back in their box, in their area. They can't come all the way out on the floor, but for right now.
Rick Brunson, he pays rent out of that box. He's all the way in the corner sometimes, so I don't know if that was it. But we will wait. Medley's got 2 shots at the double bonus. I don't think it was a coach wandering out, unless if you wander out of the box to coach, then that's not a problem. But if you wander out of the coach and say something, that is. And they're going to let the substitution come in. That's Rasheer Fleming. And coach didn't like that at all.
He has to go in, though.
He doesn't.
Even if
he doesn't.
So if he doesn't, if they just let it go.
Ball's in.
Right. Because he inbounded it, right? Because he's live out the net. That's why. That's why.
And they're talking about it now. But nevertheless, it's a 13-point lead. And now the referee, Vessels, is saying something to the players.
He's talking to Coach
on
Rob
the Tiger
Davis.
bench.
Former official as well.
Who was that, Brandon?
Rob Davis. You know Rob Davis?
Oh, he's in the middle.
Yeah.
All right. Under 4 to go. 13-point lead. That is a turnover that Bradshaw tracks down. Wagner, foul call.
Good call. He fouled him.
And this is a big one because it's on Proctor.
This is what? We have foul totals? We'll check at halftime.
You know, we need a crossing guard here right in front of us. Could it be because I'm 5'0", Coffee? Maybe that's why.
So it's almost about 20 fouls now.
Yeah.
18.
Because they're not counting the other.
Yeah, they haven't gone past double. Once it gets to double, they stop counting. But that's 20 fouls that I've counted.
Oh, they did stop?
Yeah, they did.
One more for Wagner. Perkins takes his seat. And you look at Bradshaw and Fleming in the background. 2 for Wagner.
I got 13 for the All-American DJ Wagner.
Yep, and a foul is called.
Should be free throws.
And we're going to walk the floor, and we're going to have, I believe, that's a double bonus this way as well.
Well, it's not. I think it's still going to be 1-1, but now, yeah, Holman's going to go to the line and shoot this 1-1.
Well, they must have advanced that real fast on the board because I looked up and there was a 9 there. They must have put it up there in a hurry. So like Coffee said, it's a 1-1 for Holman.
The game is physical. The game is definitely physical. But it's like you got to play to the whistle. So if everybody's just going to keep fouling, then you got to find a happy medium as a player. But you don't want to not be physical. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So this going to be this half. We're going to see how it changes because everybody's going to foul out.
You know what?
We only got 7 guys. We only played 7.
One more for Holman. He makes them both.
Good shot.
I'll tell you, this game is so physical. Coffee, you've got 2 fouls. 3.5 to go. It's a 13-point game. Camden in front. Medley all the way from the screen. No, but he got hammered. Another foul call.
And that's the smart move for both of these teams. Jump shots for the last 3 minutes and 27 seconds. Get the ball to the cup. The referee's going to bail you out if you're being aggressive, and you'll get 2 free throws down the stretch for every whistle.
So they called the foul on the twin instead of number 10. Coach Avon is kind of upset about that because now Jasir has 3 fouls in the second quarter. They're going to leave him.
Medley with them both.
I got 10 points for Sion Medley, right on his average.
Puts him in double figures. Love spinning, but couldn't get through Bradshaw, who did just enough to alter that shot. And back they come the other way. That 3 is no good from Pritchett into the ball game. But Medley has possession with 3 minutes to go.
Got a rebound.
This is Sion Medley.
Nice
no
block by Love.
Follow, no good from Fleming. The 2 bigs in there, and a jump ball is called.
Nice block by Willie Love right there.
And Namir Green, the junior number 10, got in there and forced the tie-up.
That's great. The only way the Tigers win, rebound. They have to out-rebound, and right now they're getting out-rebounded. Down 15, but big play right there by Will Love with the block.
Sorry, it was Quamir Amin, number 11.
Good split.
But then Holman lost control. It's out.
Good save.
And they're going to say it was out of bounds. Bill Edelman right on top of the call. Bradshaw was out of bounds.
Great call because Camden was out. I see those white shirts flying from our right to left.
You got a towel to wipe up the floor?
Well, it's certainly going to slow this one down a little bit, right?
Coach Brunson going off too. Nice athletic play right there.
But they're going to run out. Perkins hangs and 2 more.
8th turnover for Wilson. That's been their detriment in this first half.
You might get another one right here, Coffee. Now they do get it across. Love taking on Bradshaw, forget it. Loose ball controlled by the Panthers. And they run out. Perkins, good ball movement. Wagner in the corner, short.
Hit the shot clock.
Bradshaw couldn't handle it. Back we
Coast
go
to
the
coast.
other way.
He calls
And
a
an offensive
charge.
foul.
No
the charge
way.
is called.
Yeah, I gotta see that. I gotta see that. I gotta see that.
Here it comes.
Sion's already back there. He's waiting on him.
Yep. Because it was sideways. I think the problem.
Yeah, he's gonna get an Oscar nomination for that.
Yeah.
A little bit of acting.
But here's
He
the
was back there.
Here's the problem,
Go ahead,
though.
Chris.
What I do is, and I always subscribe to this theory, if there's enough contact and somebody goes down, call something.
Yeah.
Unless you know it's a flop. Wagner way up high.
He gets going downhill. There's not too many people that can stop him at the rim.
The largest lead for Camden, it's 19. Open 3 is no good. That was from Jasir Proctor. Great no-look pass, and Camden's running now.
Oh, my. Fleming with the lay, but the dime from Sion Medley. He's looking like our early player of the game.
Bradshaw with a block from behind.
They called the foul.
He smacked him in the face, Coach.
Yeah, he came down and hit him. After the block, he came down and hit him.
He smacked him in the face.
He doesn't think so. And let's see it again.
What we do not want is a track meet. This is not the game the Tigers need to play.
Yeah,
right
he hit
in
him.
the head.
Wow.
Yeah, he hit him.
You can get arrested for doing something
In
like
the
that.
NBA, right?
Yeah. So with the largest lead for the Panthers, 21, Zoe Holman is at the line. 91 seconds to go in the first half. He'll get another.
So many fouls.
Amin is back into the game for Camden. Bradshaw takes a seat with 2 fouls.
I just like the effort, Coach. I like the intensity. I like the
Yeah, both teams are going to play hard.
This is what you want to see. This is why you come watch high school varsity basketball.
Yes, sir.
This is varsity ball right here. This is the standard. This is what everybody's trying to get to. Got to catch up though. Free throws. Lane violation.
That's violation. And you know what happened there? I'll tell you what happened there. Perkins, he was able to deke Green and got him to jump in the lane, so that negates that free throw.
If you see the deke, do you call a violation?
It depends who has it. If it's on B, which is the defense, and you let it go. And then if he misses, you give him another one. Wagner,
nice take.
Knifing through. Yes, sir. Young man has come to play tonight.
Hey, and what would you expect from the All-American 2021 Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of New Jersey? He could finish with that left hand just as smooth as anybody in the country.
But we've watched him come off to some slow starts, Coffee.
Oh, but he can fill it up.
Tonight is not the night.
You've seen him go from 2 for 9 in the first quarter and then have 16 in the second quarter. He's a volume scorer, and there's no wonder why he's the #1 player in the class of 2023.
NBA is calling, but I didn't say anything about that. We tick down to a minute 15, 44-21. Holman from the free throw line.
Nice bucket.
He's got 6.
You see the ability, you see the skill. It's just, that defense is tough.
Under a minute to go. Full court. That was Elijah Smith, couldn't handle that. And that's Fleming with the jam. And there's another steal. Look at the hustle. And that is going to send Fleming to the line. Quamir, unbelievable. Look at him. He's fired up.
And you can hear it. It's electric in the crowd. You seen the line when we walked in, and we parked early on tonight. The line was out the door. The fans are packed in here.
This is the battle, man. The battle from the east side to the west side. You got to play. This is what you want. Everybody is bragging rights, man. These kids going to school together tomorrow.
2 for Fleming.
If we talk about this at the lunch table.
He'll get another.
Don't count the Tigers out. Now, the second half team this year, if you've been checking the stats, that fourth quarter Tigers, 3 comeback wins, past 3 games, down 15.
7 in a row, and we talked about it in the open. Relevant basketball, and now the test will be, do they stay relevant? That was Fleming, and he's fouled going up. He got his own miss on the free throw.
That's one thing you cannot have. They don't put anybody on the line, but a long shot, long rebound, it backs off the back of the rim.
Both of the bigs for the Tigers are in foul trouble, so Big V and on the bench, it's hard to get some rebounds with this size.
An earlier broadcast I had mentioned that Camden went down south and played in that tournament. That tournament was in Massachusetts, so I was corrected, and I apologize.
They did play 2 Southern teams,
yeah. And they beat the one from Georgia.
Yeah, they beat the Milton high school team from Georgia, but they lost to Mount Verdi and Calvary Christian, 2 Florida teams that are stacked and loaded with 3 or 4 Division I caliber seniors on their rosters.
Might as well do IMG while you're at it, right?
Might as well play Florida State the way you see some of these high school teams are loaded.
35 seconds to go. Camden up by 25 and another turnover. That's 10. What that defense does.
10 turnovers in the first half. And you've seen this lead balloon from a 9-point game in the first quarter to now a 25-point deficit for the Tigers.
And I think they'll hold for 1 here. That's a safe bet.
Alley-oop play coming, Coach.
No, Wagner from the parking lot. Missed it, but hanging is Fleming, and he gets the offensive putback.
He comes off the bench and gives you 7 points. When that's one of your 6-man, 7 men off the bench, he'd be a starting center in any other school.
Crowd wanted to walk, nothing called. Love underneath, missed it, and that ends the first half. And how about Camden? On a roll big time. At halftime, the score, Camden 50. Woodrow Wilson 23. We'll be back with halftime here on BFA.
numbers. Here we go. Bang!
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
You'll find the hottest and latest trends in affordable luxury and suburban streetwear at Avenue Black in the Deptford Mall. Their in-house designs, Avenue Black, Urbane, and designed by Charles J., have seen a significant rise in notoriety, rocked by everyone from Swizz Beatz to Paige Hurd and Romeo Miller. You'll love the affordable high-end boutique store that houses all the best designs, edgy styles, and limited editions at Avenue Black.
It's so easy. They basically said, look, you can get a no money down lease. Sunrun comes in, puts in the panels, puts in the batteries, takes care of everything. And the price that you pay for your electricity is going to end up being cheaper than what you're going to get from the utility. So to my mind, it's a no-brainer. I actually can't wait to go out and tell my friends about this.
Getting ready to start the second half here tonight on BFA. Camden up big tonight, 50-23, and as tradition demands, when you have a rivalry, you got to go to the other side. And
you got to get both sides.
I'm going to let you introduce our special guest here in the second half.
Well, a good friend of mine. You know, I've been working with Ron Jaworski, NFL Films, a lot of different people. And between him and George Norcross and the great people of the city of Camden, Mr. Al Dyer, former NFL alumni hype. I mean, listen, Mr. Dyer, it's great to have you here. Just talk about what it means to see Camden High at some of its heights, especially athletically.
Right. So, being a senior director of athletic programming, I oversee all the sports in the school district. So for me, I just want to see logistically everything go well. There's no issues, no concerns, and the students are getting the best high school experience they can by seeing a rival team play hard.
Yeah, the atmosphere has been electric here. I mean, just talk about this new building. I mean, you guys have spent a lot of money in the city, just kind of revitalizing the city of Camden. What does it mean to this neighborhood and this community?
Right, this is great. And, we got a state-of-the-art auditorium. We got a state-of-the-art gymnasium. We got a new principal now. So this is huge. I think the kids need to be in an environment that's conducive to them learning. So having a new school, having all this technology around them, this is a great thing for the city, and there's a lot of people that's involved in this to make sure this works.
1 out of 2 for Velez from the free throw line as we get action started here in the third quarter. Al, thank you for letting me park in your parking spot. I appreciate that.
well, that's one of the things that we probably got to fix. We got to get better with this parking, but it's just the building is so huge.
Yeah.
It wasn't enough land to have better parking spaces, but we're trying to do the best we can.
I wasn't parking on the street tonight. There's 800 people here to see Camden roll in the first half. Wagner's three is no good, but the follow from Fleming is good. And more second chance opportunities, Coffee, and that thus far has really done in Wilson in the first half.
Yeah, 9 points off of second chance opportunities, 6 offensive rebounds from the high of Fleming, and then double figures now with 10 points.
I believe the officials have stopped the game because Wagner's cut.
Second time. DJ's a bleeder. I remember that opening game, Roselle Catholic. Yeah. He had to change his jersey. He came out with number 43 and still dropped buckets.
You don't need a cut, man. Al, a lot of things floating around. The football team last year got denied a playoff appearance. How was that handled, and what's going to happen going forward?
Well, it was tough for the kids. I mean, things happen. These are amateur athletes, and things happen. I'm on the executive board of the NJSIA, so it was just giving them an opportunity to the NJSIA hear the kids' voice and hear the parents' voice. I'm appreciative of the fact that they allowed that to happen, but under the circumstances, rules are broken.
Yep.
And it's sad that these kids had to pay the price to not play in the playoffs. So it was very unfortunate, and I felt bad for those student athletes. But it was a learning experience, and we just had to move on.
It's not our style to tell what happened specifically, but it's nice to know, though, at least that the support for the kids, even though, like you said, rules were broken, it's really nice that the kids got some support from you.
Yes, the whole community rallied behind these kids, and it was unfortunate. I think a lot of people didn't understand the rules itself, but the kids took it in stride, and when I was principal here, I allowed them to have the whole 2 periods to voice their opinions, their concern. It was very appropriate for them to be able to talk to their peers and explain to the peers what they did wrong. So it was a great 3 weeks, but they learned a lot.
Proctor's got one more from the free throw line. So you mentioned DJ Wagner's first half and in the double figures. The leading scorer for the Tigers, Zoe Holman with 9.
Yeah, I had DJ Wagner for 18 points in that first half, and you can see how explosive he can be. 3 3-point shots he knocked down.
Proctor with them both. 52-26 early in the third. Al, as a football official, I know that when the score gets to be a certain differential, 35, now 33 in football, they run the clock. Is there anything like that in basketball?
Nah, I don't believe there's no mercy rule in basketball. Usually the coaches show, some respect to the other coach by just allowing their...
No clock rule, I mean.
Yeah, no, there's no clock rule, no mercy rule. Usually the officials will ask both coaches if it's okay to run the clock.
Right.
You don't want to see kids.
But nothing in the book, though.
No, nothing in the book, from my understanding.
So there was Amin with a 3. And then Velez, the big guy, with 2 down the other end. And now you're caught up. Elijah Smith's runner's no good. And a 1 and done, and a foul is called on Velez.
Good job by Smith for getting into the lane. Just missed the easy floater right at the rim. Surprised to see the Wilson defense kind of back off with this big deficit here in the third quarter, playing a little bit of that 2-3 zone.
Hey, Al, the decision that was made to open the gym tonight, what went into that decision?
Well, the kids are back in school. We decided to, initially we were just only allowing the parents and some community members, board members to come to games because the students was out of school for 2 weeks. So now that the school's opened back up, kids are in school, we decided to do like a 75% capacity. I think it's only 2 schools in South Jersey that are having any type of restrictions as it relates to fans. So we decided to just follow suit what everybody else is doing and just making sure that everybody's following the CDC and our COVID guidelines as it relates to that.
Now, you said 75%. I can't see any empty seats, and Rick Brunson on the timeout is all over Bill Edelman. And we'll leave it at that. We'll take a break on BFA.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
Thank all the amazing sponsors of BFA Sports coverage of high school basketball. And our newest one, Avenue Black in the Deptford Mall. So, Al, you want to stand out in style with some of the hottest suburban streetwear? Suburban streetwear. Fashionable designs at Avenue Black. It's in the Deptford Mall. Collections from Urbane, designs by Charles J. and more will have you looking like the MVP before and after the game. Shop in the store or online at avenueblack.shop. It's Avenue Black. Welcome to our advertisements here on BFA. We appreciate all the help from the sponsors. And I just forgot I was going to say something else, but it's going to come to me, so don't worry about it. Oh, that's what it was. Thank you, Coffee Jones. So we just got word that on our BFA live stream on BFA Sports on YouTube, we have 1,100 live views right now. What has been the reaction since us coming on here to do that, as a left-handed runner is no good from Wagner, but it's a putback, and it's Fleming again.
Right, so one of the things that since we're still in a pandemic, there's a lot of people that are hesitant and reluctant to come to games. So it was important that we found a live streaming organization like you guys that I knew you were good to come out here and to make sure that our community has an opportunity.
There you go.
To make sure our community has an opportunity to see the games. And I've been getting a lot of calls at how thorough and logistically how this looks. And it's clean, it's advertising, and somebody said to me it looks like they're watching ESPN.
Wow.
So kudos to you guys for doing an excellent job. I'm very appreciative. I want to hopefully work with y'all to get some more advertisement. We got a lot of organizations in the community that want to be advertised at halftime and during the game, so we'll talk about that at a later date, but we need to get some of the community advertisement up because I know you guys can do that.
We like to hear that. Holman paid for that trip to the line, didn't he, Coffee?
He got up there. I was surprised. The little fella's got some hops and some hang time to get up there and draw the foul.
One more.
But I want to talk about just some of the other sports in general. here at Camden. What is the exposure? Obviously, DJ Wagner and his lineage and the star-studded roster they have on the basketball team. The football team had some success during the season. But what about the other sports in Camden? How have they been able to build off of this success?
Right. So one of the things that we know that at Camden High, the basketball team drives the agenda.
Yeah.
And at Woodrow Wilson, the football team drives the agenda.
Yeah.
So it's they're both the two major comprehensive high schools that we have in the Camden City School District.
Yes, sir.
But all the athletes feed off the success of those two programs. And traditionally, both schools always been good in basketball, football, and track.
Yep.
But, we have good baseball, decent baseball teams. We don't have soccer, but we're working on club soccer. We're working on club golf. So the basketball team has brought awareness to people that they want to play sports.
Yeah.
And, so it's a good thing that they're doing so well, and it creates a festive atmosphere around the school district.
That's awesome. If you do get a golf team, I know a place they can play.
Yes.
Good example of that is when Villanova was winning national championships, people wanted to just go there and then realize, hey, they've got a good baseball team as well. They have a decent football team when Andy Talley was there.
Right.
You mentioned baseball, and I would be remiss, as Holman has two more off the glass. I don't know how well you know Pucho. Everybody knows the mayor of Camden, Pucho Vega, right?
Right.
What has he done for baseball for the kids in this area?
You talking about Mr. Hanson?
I am.
Well, Mr. Hanson, when I was athletic director here, Mr. Hanson was here as baseball coach. And he had some tough times because a lot of kids don't go out for baseball. But he has kept the baseball environment going on, and he's doing well. I always try to help him out and give him everything that he needs so he can kind of get these kids to come out and play baseball. We have a lot of Latinas in the district, and they come out and play for him. And so it's a good thing that Mayor Hanson is continuing to make Camden High baseball successful. And on the other side of the bridge, we have Steve Murray. He's been around for about 25 years as well. And these guys has kept baseball in the city going on for a long time, so it's a good thing.
Also, I don't know if you remember, you're familiar with Steve Bandura too from the Phillies. He has the RBI with the Phillies.
I actually work with Phillies RBI, but I don't remember that name. I'm sorry.
That's all right. You deal with John Joaquin, right? Haskins 3 is short.
Joaquin, I was looking at some photos today that when we did a baseball clinic a couple years ago, baseball softball clinic at Rutgers Camden, and Joaquin had about 40 pictures. I'm going to send them to him tomorrow. I found 40 pictures of him.
More for TJ Wagner.
19 points per game average for DJ Wagner. He's at 22 right now, and this game is starting to get even uglier.
Starting? I was waiting for
even
that.
uglier. I had to slow it down.
I don't know if Mr. Coffey he gave me a shameless plug when he started talking about golf, so I had to make sure I mentioned Ron Jaworski golf courses. We'll probably be using Ramblewood as one of our training sites.
Not you two.
I love it. Ramblewood, we got River Winds. Yeah, we got all of that. We got some sponsorships coming. We got some gear for you, Chris. Chris, when you want to show off that 9-iron, let me know. I got a place for you to go.
I got to get out there.
And I'm actually a member of the First Tee.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
So we use the Camden County driving range. We're going to start back March 1st.
Yeah, Mike Quick and the First Tee program, they do a great event as well. My
guy Mike Quick and Ron Jaworski has helped me tremendously bringing golf to the city of Camden. And I'll be remiss if I did not mention those two. And I just was over the weekend. I was with Jaws. And I talked to Mike Quick last week. But we about to start back up with golf. And they do a tremendous job in the city of Camden to help these kids play a sport that's a non-traditional sport.
Yeah.
And we're going to revitalize golf in the city of Camden, and we're trying to get to the point where we'll have it at both comprehensive high schools.
1 out of 2 for Proctor, and Wilson keeps the basketball out of bounds. We were here last time we were here, you and I, Coffee. Jaws was here.
Yep, George Norcross
was here. And then you had a nice story.
The mayor was there, yeah. A lot of people were there. We had a lot of fun. That game against Lenape, I believe.
Yeah. Didn't you have a nice story to tell about George Norcross and a certain airplane?
Oh, yeah, I got it right. Well, Al knows about it.
I know he does.
Oh, nice take. Sihan Medley has been balling in this game. I know he's been up for this rivalry A little bit of trash talk, but he's calmed down the trash talk, and he's making the plays on the court.
I think these officials, before the game, they decided they were not going to let this get out of hand.
Smart.
And they did not.
Cannot blame them. You know, over 25 fouls called combined in the first half. A lot of free throws kind of slowed the game down, and it really helped Camden because Wilson couldn't make their free throws.
Off the inbound. One try, two tries, it's good. Holman's having himself a ball game tonight.
Yes, he is, averaging almost 20 points a game. He's ahead of DJ Wagner. He can fill it up. Even with the big deficit, this Wilson team is not going to back down, and their fans are still supporting them. You love to see it.
No, it's all right. It was a 30-second timeout with a minute 5 to go. Camden up big tonight, 65-37. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, the BFA Sports crew here, and we are joined by the illustrious Al Dyer, and who, by the way, is now a name dropper in the book. Way to go. Hey, so you saw my other friend in baseball there, Mr. Pucho.
Yes, Pucho, yes. I've helped him out tremendously as well. I don't think he can tell who it is with the mask on. So.
I'll bring him over in a minute. Haskins hanging, couldn't get that to go. Last minute of play in the third quarter.
See Camden kind of just settling in, man-to-man defense. DJ Wagner picking up at the top of the key.
And a walk call on Holman. So you called golf a non-traditional sport. How about the Camden wrestling program?
That's a non-traditional sport as well.
Yep.
And we have the long-time greatest wrestling coach in Camden history, Mr. Thames.
Yes,
he
sir.
was here. He was coaching wrestling at Camden High when I was going to Woodrow Wilson. When I was a student at Woodrow Wilson.
1975 back then,
Yes.
from what I hear.
So I graduated in '85.
Look at this.
But he was the coach back
Here
then.
it is.
Oh!
The alley-oop with the one-hand jam by Perkins.
I told you 5 can get up. And DJ throws the alley-oop. And this crowd got on their feet. Block shot there.
A follow is good. That's Will Love.
Will Love.
That is the end of the third quarter. Excitement. The only thing left is a two-hand jam. We'll come back with the final 8 minutes. Camden up big tonight on BFA.
You'll find the hottest and latest trends. You'll find the hottest and latest trends in affordable luxury and suburban streetwear at Avenue Black in the Deptford Mall. Their in-house designs, Avenue Black, Urbane, and designed by Charles J., have seen a significant rise in notoriety. Rocked by everyone from Swizz Beatz to Paige Hurd and Romeo Miller, you'll love the affordable high-end boutique store that houses all the best designs, edgy styles, and limited editions at Avenue Black.
Talking about over the rim, watch this, folks.
When you get the block shot by Fleming and the hustle, 4-on-1 break, there's nothing you can do. DJ throws it up, and Perkins throws it down.
Start of the fourth quarter tonight, 67-39. Camden is up big. At the top, we mentioned how Wilson had a 7-game winning streak, and basketball became relevant again for Woodrow Wilson. My question to Coffee before the game was, just how relevant will they be after the game? Right now, it looks like they're on definitely a different plane.
Well, I got to be honest with you. They're still one of the better teams you'll find in South Jersey. But this Camden team is one of the best in the nation. They were ranked #1 in the country. This is the finest high school team you would find in the land. They took a couple losses early in the season, but that has refocused them, and no game has been close since they went down over Martin Luther King Day holiday.
Well,
Standing out tonight is an understatement. Go ahead, Al.
no, I was going to say, just to be cognizant of the fact that these young men, maybe 4 weeks ago, they only had four players on their team.
Yeah.
So for them to be sitting here now, and I think they actually ranked in South Jersey right now.
Yeah.
And playing against one of the number one team in the state. This is good. I'm glad to just see them on the court playing a basketball game.
3 more for Medley. He's standing out tonight. Hey, you could stand out in style too with some of the hottest suburban streetwear and fashionable designs at Avenue Black in the Deptford Mall. That's Proctor. Collections from Urbane, designs by Charles J. and more will have you looking like the MVP before and after the game. Shop in the store or online at avenueblack.shop, our brand new advertiser on BFA Sports. Welcome to Avenue Black. Tonight's game also brought to you by RK Chevrolet, Kia and Subaru, and Sunrun Solar, who lights up the scoreboard every time. Light it up for less when you cross over to solar power with Sunrun. Bashir Haskins at the line will get one more. Camden is over 70 tonight.
The athleticism, the full court pressure, 11 forced turnovers.
By the way, the 2 defeats for Camden, Coffey had noted earlier, Camden was in the 40s in both of those games. That would be definitely one of the keys as an opponent if you have any chance of beating this team.
Yeah, you're going to have to make shots, and the one thing that Mount Verdi did, remember watching that replay, they got an offensive glass.
Yeah. And if I'm
foul called here.
If I'm not mistaken, that Mount Verdi team was very big. And, it was a tremendous challenge for the Camden High team. But they fight all the time, and they didn't lay down. They just continue to do what they do. And it's amazing to see the difference between a team like Camden High that's very good and ranked, and then you see Mount Verdi, you see how good you have to be to compete with those teams.
Were you up there?
I went to the game that they had at the Cures Arena.
Oh,
the Milton game, was it? Yeah.
I went to that game, and I was just amazed at how huge those guys. It looked like watching a college Division I team play a high school team.
Loose ball, Medley's able to come away with it. Sion Medley can fly, folks, in case you didn't know. From the corner, that 3 from Amin doesn't go. Rebound to the Tigers, Holman. And now Will Love, no, there's a foul called at half court on Amin. And a little bump with Elijah Smith, who will go to the free throw line for Wilson.
I was going to say, nobody plays harder defense than a guy who just missed an open shot. Yeah. Trust me, I know.
Well, at least he followed the shot.
yeah, you follow the shot, and if you miss, you got to play defense.
You're watching this game on BFA, and so are all the new customers. Join BFA Sports' rapidly growing team of sponsors today. Over 3.5 million impressions in the past year. Over 500,000 have watched games just like this broadcast. And do not forget, our live stream of this particular game is now reaching 1,300 viewers. Foul is called underneath. Give our boss a call, Doug Stasic, at 609-204-4374, or contact us through our website at www.bfalivestream.com. Get started today and get noticed on the best high-definition digital sports platform in New Jersey. DJ Wagner at the line. You're really, in tune here and dialed in, as they say. What are the chances that this young man is going to go right to the NBA?
The chances are he will be in the NBA.
Now where he goes between there?
Well, no. I don't mean when. I'm talking about when. Like, is it going to be this spring?
I don't know. I have no idea. I would just hope whatever his decisions are, that he's a successful young man. He's a great kid. Whatever he do, he's going to be successful. He has a strong family background. The community's around him. So I'm quite sure that he'll make the right decision because he is a good kid.
You know what? I forgot about something. That's right. There's a rule with the NBA now. Is it 2 years? 1 year? Okay, so it's 1 year out of high school.
Yeah, the G League, they have some opportunities. Right. Yeah, you got to have 1 year out of high school. So
that's it. But still, you're right. That would be next year. Hey, we know something about the G League here, don't we, with BFA?
Yeah, they got some things down in Delaware with the Sixers organizations. going on, but DJ Wagner just understanding his ability to score and fill it up, and the way he plays hard on defense, the body and the frame is only going to fill out even more. He's going to get stronger with the college weight program or wherever he ends up. Future looks bright.
Absolutely. BFA is the official production home of the Delaware Bluecoats, the Sixers G League team. We're honored to be a part of that. Elijah Smith lost that. Back the other way. Amin sets up Fleming, and he gets tied up, but a foul is called. And a technical foul after that on Jasir Proctor, and that's frustration, Coffee.
It is. Quamir Amin, I just love the way the little guy plays. He comes in, the backup point guard. Now he's kind of playing the two.
And that's 2 fouls, too.
We're going to have DJ Wagner shoot the technical, I believe.
And he might be out.
No, DJ, he's like, I scored enough today. Let the big fella get some.
And back on DJ Wagner, one of the things I think people don't understand about him is that he's a great kid. He's very cordial. He's polite. You would never know if you didn't know him that he was a superstar.
Yeah. You know unassuming, right?
Unassuming kid. And,
Good.
Speaks, yes, sir, no, ma'am. So, the family has done a great job with him, keeping him grounded, while everything around him has treated him like a superstar.
So I'm looking on the floor. Did they buzz out Jasir Proctor? I think they did, because that was his 5th personal foul. So it was a non-shooting foul. So after the technical foul, Camden will retain possession. 5:48 to go. No, there was a shooting foul. So there's DJ Wagner. There's a fix, right?
Well, following this game, we'll have our Avenue back player of the game. And DJ Wagner, obviously in double figures, leading scorer for both teams. Fleming with 13. Sion Medley's played a heck of a game tonight.
And they all have. Again, the B word comes out again, balance. Balance scoring and rebounding. Yeah. And, of course, let me tell you. Al, we were talking before, Coach Brunson. We went to Temple together. That's the end of the similarities. But,
oh, wow.
Yeah. But, being a disciple of John Chaney, you're going to, I don't care how, you're going to somehow institute some sort of a Chaney defense. Maybe not the matchup zone, but the ball pressure is relentless as Wagner misses a 3 from the arc. Ball pressure. I mean, they won't stop. Right. Do you notice this similarities, like the workouts early in the morning? What else does Coach do? Well,
Coach Brunson is like the perfect person for this team. The kids respect him. He get on them, but they respond, and it's a good thing. Like, I see him every day, and some of the practices they look like college practices, and it's very structured, detailed. Every practice is done on the timer, on the clock. So these kids they have precision practices, and you can tell, you understand that when you see how they play. And speaking of the John Chaney matchup zone, I mean, as a former girls coach at Woodrow Wilson, I employed that in my defense, and John Chaney's matchup zone won me a Tournament of Champions in 2005.
And he's going to show the bling, too.
Yeah, you got to have that. You got to get
that a guy.
So that's my shameless plug for the day.
That's all right. Where's that? Let's go to that GoPro. Can we, David? Let's go to that GoPro. Now, flash that bling. Go ahead. Hang on a minute. Here it comes. Hang on. It's coming. There it is. Go for it. Show that bling. Get it up there. Tournament of Champions.
Woodrow Wilson girls basketball 2005 Tournament of Champions. The only Tournament of Champions winner in the city of Camden, and it's only been 2 in South Jersey in girls. And it's only been 2 boys teams in South Jersey. And it's unfortunate that after next year we won't have no more Tournament of Champions.
Why's that?
The NJSIA is going to do away with the Tournament of Champions after, I believe, the 23 season.
So some of the changes this year coming up in the fall is going to be the first year of a true state champion in football, right? The Tournament of Champions is going away. Are there any other changes? Did they shorten the seasons at all?
So I just.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Aha! Wagner in the open court.
10 in the second half for DJ Wagner, and that just got the crowd their exclamation point for the day.
I just know that the tournament of champions. I don't want to go against the NJSI, but I just think we're getting it wrong with that. I think the players, and I know over the years it's been lopsided with some of the parochial teams, you know, consecutively winning that tournament of champions. But as us, it was just getting there. I think they missed that part that the kids just knew that just getting there was a big deal. And when we went, we played in the Meadowlands where the New Jersey Nets had played. So I got there early, and my kids got a chance to just go through the whole building and just have some fun. But nice. I'm kind of saddened that we're taking the Tournament of Champions away.
3:53 to go on BFA. It's 82-41. Here's a notice. Camden City residents, pay attention. The Camden City School District is now enrolling for free preschool programming for the 22-23 school year. If interested, apply today at onecamden.org. That's onecamden, ONE.org. Again, the Camden City School District is now enrolling for free preschool programming. And again, we are at over 1,300 views live. And Al, that's not to mention how much we're going to get after.
All right.
We had over 10,000, 11,000 in the Lenape game.
That's good, and I'm glad that we have a lot of viewership. You know, South Jersey is getting to see some great basketball, and our community is getting to see the games because, you know, a lot of people are hesitant to come to these games. We're still in the pandemic, so it's important that we provide an opportunity for our community to get to see the basketball game.
That's 5 on it's 5 on Bradshaw, so he's out. 41-point game, and still everybody here.
True indeed. Nobody left.
You know, one of those losses, Coffee, you mentioned Montverde. So I just got a text, a good friend of mine, Leon Daniels, good football official.
Yes, sir.
9 Division I athletes on that Montverde roster.
Wow.
9.
Yeah. And some of them on TV look like NBA players.
Well, don't be surprised. We got some here. They were just a little bit surprising. You got one there at the free throw line. You talk about Will Love. He's still closing in on double figures, at least 7 rebounds. I actually talked to the Boston College scout that is here from there. He knows Donovan Ezaraku, some of our guys from Williamstown. Yeah. And he raved about how great Donovan has been, how they were just at Williamstown High School a few weeks ago looking at some of their recent talent.
Oh, wow. Missed that kid. Here's a 3 from the corner. No good. Rebound, and the foul is on Wilson. It's on Velez. No, it's going to be on...
Oh, Robinson. They called it on Robinson over the back.
You know, there's no such thing as over the back. I wish people would just stop saying...
So what is it called? What's the call?
It's contact from the back if you push. Right. If I can sky over your head and get the ball, there's no such thing as over the back, over the top. You know, Al, I'm sorry. That's the official.
I'm going to stay out of that debate.
Can't stand that.
28.
3:15 to go. And cheerleaders are still going at it. Velez with one more from the line. And you know, Wilson, Al, Coffee and I built this up in the first 5 minutes. It was really helter-skelter. And unfortunately, that's a style that's going to benefit Camden because they can adjust a lot better than most opponents. And that was the beginning of the end. You agree with that one, Coffee?
Yeah, I agree. And the turnovers that they had in that first half, they called that on the floor.
No, he counted it.
Oh, he counted it?
He did. So now it's a 40-point game.
Someone that's like myself, I've been watching Wilson Camden High basketball since I was in 7th grade. And all the games, it's rare that there's a blowout, even if one team is undefeated and the other team has no wins.
Right.
There's always an epic battle. We used to play these games on Saturdays, and the whole community was here. Over the years, things have changed. We're playing this game on a Tuesday night, but this was always on the schedule for Saturdays.
The old adage, throw out the records.
Throughout the records. And it was always an entertaining game. I know I've seen some epic battles over the years. But, this used to be a Saturday game only.
Velez with 2 off the glass. We've come to that point in the broadcast, folks. Tonight's game was produced by David Virgilio.
Oh, my. Well, I think we got our Avenue Black player of the game in Sion Medley. Obviously, DJ Wagner gets the hype and the hoopla, leading all scores with 28 points right now. But Sion Medley, what he's done for this team, and we haven't been able to interview him yet. So I'm trying to move it around and be fair. And with his 22 points tonight, a couple of nice dimes in the scissor, he's still going with this 40-point lead.
All right. Where was I? What was I saying, Coffin? Oh, I remember. Medley from the parking lot short. Tonight's game was produced by David Virgilio, directed by Doug Stasek. The camera tonight, Josh Davidson, Charles Hope. And count it! And we welcome our new cameraman, Lee Kotzen from Rowan University.
Am I talking too loud? Did DJ hear me and say, hold on, Coffee. You're going to call the player of the game? We still got 2 minutes, 20 seconds left.
Yeah, right.
30 points for the All-American 2021 New Jersey Gatorade Player of the Year, DJ Wagner.
The executive producer of the BFA Sports are Al Fisher, Doug Stasek, and Brian Murray. I'll do that in my Pat Summerall voice. I like that, right? We've got 2:19 to go on the clock, and DJ Wagner at the line, and this could give Camden 90, and it does. And no chance is this basketball team going to lose if they post a 9 up there, Coffee.
I don't see anybody losing, even at the college level with 90. Ooh, nice move right there by Will Love. Like I said, the scouts are here to see him. Texas A&M, Boston College. I've talked to him. I've seen the guys. They're loving what they see from him on the football court. He might be able to hoop for them as well.
Amin with the steal, and he feeds Elijah Perkins, who got fouled underneath. They'll go to the line. I'll tell you, there is a chance for the 100.
Yeah. They got this new scoreboard in here. They're trying to break it for the first time and go triple digits.
I don't see it. Do you see an area for a 1, Al?
I don't have my glasses.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up there. I don't know if I see lights. You see lights in that corner?
I do. I do.
You only need a 1 up there. You'll never get a 2 on the scoreboard up there. Guys, it was great having me. I truly appreciate it.
Thanks, Al.
And anytime I'm in the gym, you guys want to come out, let me come over and talk. I truly appreciate it. There's things that's happening in the community, and I can always keep you guys updated. But this is great high school basketball. I'm truly impressed with both teams, and I'm really appreciative of what you guys do and how this looks like a true ESPN game.
Thank you, sir.
Well, we appreciate what you guys have done for the city of Camden, for both of these proud schools. And obviously we got a big one Saturday, so we'll hopefully see you down there in Allentown for that big game this Saturday against Sierra Canyon in that showcase.
Right. I will be there, and I know you'll be there. And Friday's my birthday, so.
Well, happy early birthday, Mr. Dodd.
Happy 23rd birthday.
Absolutely.
You look good for your age.
I was going to say 24, but you got me.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Great seeing you as always.
Absolutely.
Minute 42 to go. And I'll tell you what, for a visiting player, don't matter if it's a 49-point game or not.
You want to score.
Yes, you do.
You want to get in the stat sheet. And I remember myself playing in some tournaments, getting blown out, in some of our games with Van Nuys High School back in California. I just wanted to get 2 buckets a game, Chris. That was my goal.
That's it?
2 buckets per quarter, excuse me. That's 16 points a game. I got to 20 my last game of my high school career, 20 points, 17 rebounds as we beat Reseda High School.
Pull up is good from Rodney Barge. And they're 8 away.
That was Teron
That's Murray.
Teron Murray made that shot. Good pull up.
Foul called on the way to the basket. Murray with the personal foul.
I know these kids are going to continue to play hard. And on the Camden side, they're looking up there. They're trying to get to 100 points.
Before we sign off, let's see if we can get a number of how many views we have on the live feed. It's over 1,000.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I don't think you will find more people watching a 40-point margin game at the NBA level unless they got a little something on it right now. This is high school sports in the city of Camden, and both of these teams, nobody has left the building yet. They're still having fun watching these underclassmen get a shot. There's Luis Cosme. Bang!
Yep. And they're 5 away from 100.
Oh, they're going to try to get it. Chris, I promise you this place is going to explode as if they hit a game winner if they get to 100 points.
Smith, that's Love to the basket. Got Murray in the air and scores.
Listen, if you're a scout, you better get here before Boston College steals Will Love. Glenn King getting in the scorebook.
They are 3 away.
I promise you, Chris, they're going to shoot a 3. If they get this chance for a possession, they're going to shoot a 3.
And Wilson's not going to allow them, but there's the steal. 20 seconds left. The only thing remaining is can Camden get to 100? 13 seconds to go. Here it is. Yes!
They're going crazy in here, Chris. I told you they would. They're going crazy. You think they won state. That's what this rivalry means to the city of Camden.
100. And Camden blows out Woodrow Wilson tonight on BFA. The final score, 100-54. Coffee will be back. Incredible with our player of the game presented by Avenue Black after this here on BFA.
You'll find the hottest and latest trends in affordable luxury and suburban streetwear at Avenue Black in the Deptford Mall. Their in-house designs, Avenue Black, Urbane, and designed by Charles J., have seen a significant rise in notoriety, rocked by everyone from Swizz Beatz to Paige Hurd and Romeo Miller. You'll love the affordable high-end boutique store that houses all the best designs, edgy styles, and limited editions at Avenue Black.
Coffee Jones back here on BFA Sports with our Avenue Black player of the game, Sion Medley, 22 points tonight. I mean, I seen you guys celebrate like you won a state championship when you scored 100 points. What does this rivalry mean to your team?
We're not really worried about a rivalry. We just want to come out here and play basketball. We don't really feed into no rivalry or nothing like that. That's just a team. They play hard. We play hard. We got to win.
So what does your leadership mean? I mean, you got some stars like DJ, Bradshaw, a lot of these guys, big-time recruits. You're the point guard. You're the leader. They follow your lead. What is your mentality going into every game?
My mentality is just do whatever it takes to win. If that's scoring, rebounding, assisting, I'm not, I just want to do whatever it takes to win, and that's what I try to do every night.
Now, talk about the defensive end. This is what really gets at me. You guys forced 14 turnovers here tonight. What does Coach Brunson talk to you about defensively?
Coach tells us every game if we get a certain amount of deflection, a certain amount of turnovers, we're going to win, and that's what we try to do every day, every game.
Now, as the point guard, one of your assistant coaches, Dave Williams, we call him Bad Boy, a good friend of mine. He's a true point guard. You're a true point guard. What have you learned from him over the season?
He always digging in me, pause. But he always, he hard on me, just like every other coach. He never tell me he tell me good games, but it's always something I could do better, and that's what I appreciate from him, because he always gonna keep it real with me, and that's just like something I can be thankful for.
Well, congratulations, 22 points tonight, 100 points, triple digits in this new building here for Camden High. Sion Medley, our Avenue Black player of the game. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
It's Coffee Jones. We'll be back to wrap things up on BFA Sports.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
Welcome back, everybody. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones. We said at the top of the show tonight that Woodrow Wilson was relevant again.
Yeah.
But, when you give up 100 and it's a 46-point game, you see just how far the gap is. Camden was on fire tonight.
You got one of the best teams in South Jersey athletically, one of the best teams in the country. There's a level. There's levels to this stuff, as some of the kids will say nowadays. And this Camden team's on another level. When they can force turnovers, alter shots, and then you got an All-American, DJ Wagner, puts up 31 points. Our Avenue Black player of the game, Sion Medley, 22 points as the point guard, the lead dog. Fleming comes off the bench with 13. He had a monster game, rebounding, pressing, deflections. He talked about the defense. This Camden team is loaded. Wilson just couldn't keep up. Will Love tried. The Proctor twins, they made some plays, but after that second quarter, it got ugly.
The recipe's still the same for Rick Brunson. Ball pressure, ball pressure, ball pressure. That defense is relentless.
It really is. When you can hold a team under 50 points, you're going to be good. But when you score 100, I don't know too many NBA teams, NCAA teams that can keep up with you at the clip that they were scoring. And I just love the camaraderie. When you see the young guys come in there, they wanted to hit 100. They celebrated like they won the state championship at the buzzer when that 100th point went in.
100-54 is the final tonight on BFA. And, sky's the limit for this team, obviously. And we talked about DJ Wagner. He's got to sit a year. I mean, I forgot all about that with the new thing, but he's going places.
Oh, he really is. You talk about the lineage. His grandfather scored 2,000 points. His father had the most points ever in the state of New Jersey in high school basketball. The lineage is there. The history is there. He's got the grooming. He's got the talent. He's got the showcase. BFA, ESPN, big game on Saturday. You guys make sure you tune into that against Sierra Canyon, LeBron James Jr. He's going to put up some points. Defensively is what makes this team special. Make sure they rebound. They'll be the state champs eventually.
Talk a little bit more about Saturday. What's going on Saturday?
Saturday, they got a nice showcase down in Allentown at the PPL Center. This Camden team is going to be playing Sierra Canyon, LeBron James Jr. They've loaded with a bunch of Division I talented athletes. They're one of the top teams in the country as well. It's going to be an unprecedented matchup. I believe it's sold out from what I heard.
You ready to say goodnight?
Ready to have some fun.
It was an unbelievable night here in Camden, not just on the scoreboard, but the environment. 800+ here. So many of you watching. Thank you for watching us tonight. So for the entire BFA Sports crew, for my man Coffee Jones, this is Chris Losey. Thank you for joining us. Friday we'll see you at Oma for our Lady of Mercy Academy basketball here on BFA. Good night, everybody.